Camerwrong on the True Blue DC. The first impression can betray, yet some part of it will always stay, but the good impression which has passed lingers as a counterblast. I wanted to like Cameron. He seemed a decent type, but beware of politicians, beware of spin and hype, and his particular circumstances called for special care. It would have been easy enough to like him for not being Brown or Blair. So I drew myself a column with a pro and contra side to weigh him in the balance and let that be my guide. And then I stopped and waited to judge him over time with the hand that he was dealt. Prejudgment seemed a crime. Going into coalition and giving us stability pointed to some bravery and even some ability. And what an opportunity to pull the country close together. Everyone is in this mess. Seemed seductive and quite clever. So at first I judged him better than his would-be betters, who mostly started out with contras and some in capital letters. But the rise of UKIP rattled him and pushed him to the right, and as his premiership wore on, he became less shiny and less bright. Andrew Lansley's health reforms were an early, dreadful failing, and Justice too is withering, yet he stuck by grailing. He didn't tackle taxing Starbucks or any others of that sort, who took their profits overseas and didn't pay the tax they ought. The national debt was brought no lower, the green agenda was removed, and there isn't one profession that thinks things have improved. He wasted time and money on free schools and crime chiefs, and beyond his ever-present certainty, what are his real beliefs? In fact, he's racked up contras, which now leave him, by and large, well behind the others, except, of course, Farage, for whom my scoring system had to be refined. He's not only all contras, but contras underlined. So I won't be voting Cameron. The pros are now too few to offset the list of contras, which grew and grew and grew as he governed Britain with a less than steady hand, leaving it unsettled, a discontented little land, where nationalists and little Englanders prosper, spit and bristle. The super-rich get richer, the poor are left with gristle. Tories of one nation kind have been driven to despair. In his waste of opportunities, he's like a second effing Blair. Divisiveness will feature large. When they write his story, he'll go down in history as the fractured nation Tory.